Now, three. All right, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being a part of this TM live session with Paul Scott. I'm going to quickly turn it over. Got a lot of information to cover this morning with you guys. As promised, a lot of great information from Paul. So, Paul, can you hear me? I see you're muted still, so you're going to have to unmute.
I can hear you.
There you are. I'm going to turn this all over to you. Let you do your presentation, and if you need me, just let me know.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, welcome to the Trade Masters community. Thank you so much, everybody that hopped on the call here today. First and foremost, just a couple housekeeping things. I want to stress the fact that although I am super grateful to Brian and Al for getting us all on this call, getting us all connected, just wanted to stress the fact that this is not something Trade Masters is, necessarily promoting. It's not a Trade Masters opportunity. They are in no way, shape, or form, in charge of this. All right, this is just truly, it's something that Brian and Al, we're all friends. I shared it with them. They, liked the opportunity. They took advantage of it personally. And it's truly just sharing with their community, sharing with friends and people they think might be able to benefit from it. But it is not a Trade Masters opportunity. So just wanted to make that clear. So again, my name is Paul Scott. 29 years old, born and raised out here in Philadelphia, PA. Just a little bit of my background. I've been a full-time entrepreneur for the last 6 years. Really started in the trading space. That's how Brian, Al, and I all kind of got connected through a couple different trading foreign exchange opportunities. I've kind of moved on since then into different crypto and blockchain opportunities. I've been blessed enough through networking and truly just the grace of God, put in the path of some incredible opportunities. And I've been able to, without going into too much detail, I'll talk about a couple of the projects I've been involved in. BTT, BitTorrent, essentially it is a cryptocurrency coin that is used to download and upload things on the blockchain. So for example, when you're uploading a video to YouTube and it takes you like 2 hours, right, with using BitTorrent and doing that through the blockchain, you're able to in minutes just instantly upload. So there was a big part of that project that was about to launch, and through the connections I'd made, I was privy to some of the details of that before it happened. And so I bought some of the coin, and this was at the coin price was at 0.0001, right? So there were about 7 or 8 zeros in front of it. And when this of the project launched, Brian's laughing. He knows exactly where I'm going, right? There were about 7 zeros. So it was a fraction of a penny. But when this piece of it launched, it went from about 7 or 8 zeros to about 3 zeros. So just to give you guys a little hint, so I put in about $500, $600 at that time. And in a month, that piece of the project launched. And when it went to 3 zeros, my $500-600 turned into over 30,000. All right. So that's just the power of, crypto and blockchain. And another project I was involved in, M Space, it was a metaverse gaming platform. They had some really cool things they were doing in the metaverse. And, there was a lot of hype around the coin. And I was actually blessed enough to be involved in the pre-launch. So this was before the coin even hit the exchanges. The max you could put into that one was about 750. And so once it went from nothing to being listed on the exchange, within the first 3 days, that coin went up and hit about 20 cents. So you saw about the 7 or 8 zeros and where that went. So I got the coin before it was listed at all. And it went to about 20 cents in the first 3 days, and my 750 in 3 days turned into over $140,000 in 3 days.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, right. So why do I share this with you? It's not to brag. It's not to boast. I'm just a regular guy. Again, I was blessed with these opportunities. God put them in my path. But the reason I share this is because you want to know who you're getting information from, right? You're not going to take advice on buying a house from a guy who's still renting and never owned before, right? So I want you to know that over the last 6 years, I've been very successful in the space. I know what I'm doing. I know how to evaluate different blockchain and cryptocurrency opportunities, and seek out the good ones. All right. And also I share that with you to kind of help expand your mind as well, because a lot of times when people hear these types of opportunities and what's possible in cryptocurrency and blockchain, you say, man, that is too good to be true. There is no way in heck anybody could ever, do something like that. Why? Because we're conditioned to these traditional methods of having our money work for us, right? These IRAs and traditional savings accounts and things like that. Whereas on the blockchain and in cryptocurrency and even in forex trading, right? I mean, you can make great amounts of money in forex trading, to the point where the job that you had, you can make in a year what you can make in a month what you used to make in a year at your job, right? Just through trading forex. So I share that, one, to not only share my qualifications, but two, to just open your mind to what is possible and understand that blockchain opportunities and decentralized crypto opportunities open a whole new world. And making that type of money in a few days is absolutely possible. And keep that in mind here. This is not your traditional banking or any type of finance that you would think of. Okay.
And
So
Paul, just so those who are here and listening, anytime you guys have a question, because this is going to be like drinking water from a fire hydrant, there's going to be a lot of great information he's going to provide. You're going to have questions. I want you to know that Paul is definitely open to Q&A, whether that be one-on-one after the session or even in the chat box. You can put it. We'll answer them. You are going to walk away with a lot of questions because some of this stuff is going to be going like that. How does that work? And so definitely write your questions down or put them in the chat box. We will make sure we schedule a one-on-one. If it's not answered during the session today, we're going to make sure you get your answer so you can make a wise choice with some experience behind it. Thanks, Paul.
absolutely, no problem. Thank you, Brian, for adding that in. Yes, absolutely. And also Trade Masters has full access to me. So if one way, shape, or form your question will get to me. All right.
24/7.
On time. Exactly, right. Yeah, Brian loves to throw that in, but no,
Yeah.
right. I mean, I am literally like, I mean, there's been times he'll text me at, if you text me at 2 a.m, I'm up times because
respond.
I've got people all over the world. I'm on all different types of time zones, time frames. So you have no idea. But with that being said, let me go ahead.
You want me to stop sharing?
Yes.
All right.
I can share
now.
Yes, I can now. All right, let me go ahead and share. Give me 1 second. Oh, you know what? Let me pull up that other piece as well. If I can grab it quick here. There we go.
Quick is relative, man. Quick is relative.
It is here. All right, let me hit this button and we should be able to share. 3, 1. All right, you can see my screen here.
We got it.
Awesome. All right, great. So I will not actually do this huge, formal thing, but I did like to have. Oh, that's in the way. I'm like, why is it not popping up? Little faces, the faces in the corner.
Yeah.
I was like, it was covering up what I was looking for. Okay, so I'm not going to do a huge formal presentation, but I do want to go in a little bit into the background of the company. So again, with this opportunity, the company we partnered with is GS Partners. Also, I do want to make clear, as I mentioned in my past, in my background, some of the projects I've been involved in, those were different cryptocurrency coins. And where I made money was the coins going up in value. Okay, that is not this. Okay, this is not that type of party. This is not a coin that you're investing in and hoping that the coin goes up. This is a totally different thing. But we do leverage the blockchain and cryptocurrency. And if you were to make a deposit, if you said, hey, this is great, I want to do this, I want to throw something into this, you will be putting crypto in, and it does pay out in crypto as well. However, even though it's crypto in, crypto out, again, this is not a coin opportunity. All right. So with that, let me just go into a little bit of the background of the company. Okay, GSB, Gold Standard Bank, Gold Standard Corporation. So the company's actually been around for 10 years. All right, the story started in 2013. The CEO, Mr. Joseph Haidt, has been exporting precious metals all throughout the world. He had some luxury condos, and he owned a plot of land, and he found a vein of precious minerals on that land. So he, bought the equipment, the digging equipment, start excavating all that, and he started selling and exporting precious metals all over the world. And that was kind of the story of GSB from 2013 to 2019, where they were not only excavating these precious metals, but during that time frame, Russia actually declared war on Crimea, claiming that Crimean territory was Russian territory. So it made payment in and payment out for the businesses doing business in that area a little bit more difficult. So the company had to find some solutions to the pay-ins and payouts because of all the tariffs and different things going on because of that war. So the company started to build out their technology sector to the blockchain to accept crypto payments in and out and be able to move money all over the world more efficiently, more effectively, and keeping more of their profits and getting around some of those tariffs and things legally. So from 2013 to 19, they were building out their technology arm to be able to more efficiently move money in cryptocurrency. Fast forward to GS Partners, which launched in 2020. They actually reached out to Mr. Hype and Gold Standard Bank and said, hey, you have your technology built out. You're able to accept crypto payments in and out. You're very advanced in that sector. We want to leverage some of your different technologies and build technologies for people in the retail space. We want to leverage this technology and make it not necessarily a corporation thing where you're moving millions of dollars, have it be something for the average person, and they can actually utilize these products, move money around, and also be able to benefit from that and have an affiliate program attached to that. So from 2020 till 2023, so today, that is where GS Partners comes in, and that brings us to the program that we have here today that we're about to share with. So let me pull up the other screen here. Man, I got so many screens. I'm like dragging and dropping things all over the place. All right. This is that one, but where's this one? Let me drag that over here.
Again, guys, as he's pulling that up, if you have questions, definitely Telegram message or email us. That way we can get you connected with the answers, because it's gonna be very interesting here in a moment.
Yes, absolutely. Whoops.
Not that the other part wasn't interesting, Paul. I'm just saying.
I was like, oh, okay, sorry, guys.
You can tell you're a currency trader or an investor because you have too many screens. You never can find what you need to find. I went to Al's house and he had it looked like 20 different screens in his room.
Yeah, right.
I think he had 6. I think that's what he actually had. So, what do you need 6 for? But he showed me what he needed 6 for.
Yeah. What is going on here? Oh, okay, that's weird. Huh. All right. Well, I'm in. Now I've got to log in here. Which account do I want to go in?
Oh, you're actually going to take us into the accounts, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Take you into the account. I'm going to show you
Dig in a little deeper.
Certificates, and oh yeah, we're going to do the whole 9 yards.
Okay.
My 2FA. It's it's a little bit of a process. The security is a big thing here.
Yeah, you got a lot of the 2FA stuff. You've got all sorts of stuff that goes with that thing.
Yeah, well,
I'm glad you're sharing this.
They want to make sure that your money. So, all right, boom. That. All right, now we're going to go to our certificates. All right, great. So, a couple things here. So this is the product, and you guys can see my screen, right?
Yeah, we can see your screen. Yep.
Perfect. So, these are the elemental certificates. All right, this is the product, and essentially what these certificates do. Once you purchase a certificate, and keep in mind, so this price tag here, so it says 100 USDT. Remember, like I said, it's crypto in, crypto out. USDT is a cryptocurrency USDT tether, or it's USD tethered. That basically has a 1-to-1 with the US dollar. So essentially, one USDT is $1. So 100 USDT is about $100. Okay, it makes the numbers very easy to conceptualize there. So let's look at this Terra certificate here, and then I'll kind of break down how it works. So the certificate itself is the product. Like I said, the price tag here is 100 USDT, so it's going to cost you about $100. Once you purchase this certificate, the way that I explain it is that the certificate itself is the key, okay? And the key allows you into the room for you to be able to place your money and have it working for you in different sectors, okay? What do I mean by that? All these things up here at the top, so we have fintech, renewables, real estate, then there's also the meta portfolio, supplements, and games. We really only focus on the first three here, okay? The reason for that is because these three have fixed rates of return, meaning that it tells you exactly what you're going to get every single week, every single month, and you know exactly, and you can work out the numbers. With the meta portfolio, supplements, all these other things, they are variable rates of return, meaning that they go up and down with the different markets. So 1 week you might, or 1 month you might get 2%, the next month you might get 10%, and 1 month you might lose money, right? So we don't want to deal with any of that, right? We want to know fixed rates of return. We want to know what we're getting. We want to punch our numbers and know what to expect. So we do fintech, renewables, and real estate. So basically what happens if I want to make a deposit into fintech, for example. Now, again, the certificate itself was 100 USDT, and that was just the key to get into the room. Now that I'm in the room, if I want to go into fintech, I'll have to make another deposit. And you see here after 150 load, okay? So I'll have to put another 150 USDT into fintech. Now, here's what I get for that, okay? At the end of the term, which is 24 months, so your money is in here for 24 months, so it's 2 years. At the end of that, I will get back my 150 that I put into this. I will get a 525 USDT bonus, all right, for them, you know, allowing them to use my capital for those 24 months. But also during that time, I get 5% a week for 52 weeks. So for the first year of that 2 years, I'm making 5% on my 150, which I've already kind of pre-crunched the numbers here for you. So that's about $390 at the end of that first year. So I've already doubled my 150 here at the end of that first year. On top of that, you're also getting 1.5% for the entire 24 months. So after this 5% stops here, you're still getting your 1.5, which will give you another $54. So in total, at the end of this 24 months, for putting in your 150 here, again, remember, you get back your 150 load plus this bonus plus the 5% plus the 1.5%. Okay, the only thing you don't get back is the cost of the certificate. All right. So with that, at the end of this whole thing, investing in the fintech, putting money into the fintech sector, you get 1,119 USDT. All right, by the end of this 24 months. Same thing with renewables. Renewables is another 150. All right, 150 USDT put into here. Now remember, this is still the same certificate, so I won't have to buy another $100 certificate. This is all in the same thing. I'm able to invest into all these three sectors just by having this one certificate. So I put another 150 USDT into here. My bonus on this one is 600. For this one, I get 4% a week, and I'm still getting my 1.5% a month, but it's for 30 months instead of the 24. So it's 2.5 years on this one. So by the end of this, again, I've crunched numbers beforehand, but at the end, with all the payouts, remember, you're getting your 150 back plus this bonus plus your 4.5, all that, you get 1,129 USDT and 50 cents by the end of this 30 months. And everybody on the call here, you can double check, crunch the numbers on top of my crunching, but I ran the numbers. This is what it is. Okay. I just, for time's sake. But last part is real estate. So again, another 150 here. The bonus here is 450. You're getting 3.5% a week for the 52 weeks. And then the 1.5% a month for 36 months. So this is a 3-year one. And by the end of it, Again, you're getting your 150 back plus the bonus, 3.5 and the 1.5. By the end of that, you're going to get 954 USDT. So basically, for the entire term of this, you're making 12.5% on your money for the first year, and then after that, you're just going to get the 1.5% in each sector for the term of whatever that smart contract is. Now, here's the best part, because I see a question here. People said, "Is your money locked up? Is the whole term? You can't access that." The best part of that is you can access the initial capital of what's locked up for this term here, but the weekly paybacks, that 12.5% you're getting back every single week, you can take that out if you want. You can do a withdrawal every single week. Same thing with these monthly payouts. You have full access to the weekly and monthly payouts. The only thing that you can't touch is that bonus, because that happens at the end of the smart contract, as well as your initial load back. That happens at the end of the contract as well. One of the things that I love about this is that it's a blockchain smart contract, meaning that it is unchangeable. So if the company decides, well, you know what, maybe we're paying a little bit too much, or maybe we're not paying enough, and they want to make some adjustments and change some numbers, depending on what side of it you're on, right? It could be good or bad. Brian and Al and myself, we had a little joke because the company just recently, that's why I'm showing you these live certificates, the company just recently made a change. But since we already had our certificates, the change didn't affect us. Because again, this is
which really stunk. That was really a bad deal.
Right, it was a bad deal for us, but
good for everybody else.
Yeah, it's good for all you guys on the call here today. Bad for us. So the company basically said, you know what, we're going to give out more money. So we're going to update these certificates so that they pay out more. And so, again, it was in all your guys' favor. But for us, because we had our old certificates and those are unchangeable and those are locked into place forever, that, again, that new change is from this point forward. Okay, it doesn't affect anything in the past. But had the company on the other side said, we're paying a little bit too much, let's keep it sustainable, and they, brought those numbers down, again, it would have been great. See, that would have worked out for us to have ours locked in place. And also know that these numbers, even right now, on this call here today, by next month, these numbers are going back down. So this is actually only a temporary promotion. So again, this is good for you guys, because anybody who locks in and gets these certificates, even if you don't load them yet, meaning that you just have the key, right? You haven't put any money into fintech, renewables, anything like that. Even if you have the certificate, that part of it, that you're locked in. So those numbers won't change even when the company ends the promotion and brings those numbers back down. So that's great for you guys. Again, this is a smart contract. It can't be changed. The best part is it is paid out by the AI, by the blockchain. Everything happens automatically. There's no person in the back office. You don't have some CFO sending every person money and looking through the certificates on what you have. That's how blockchain works. Okay, these contracts, again, are unchangeable. They happen automatically by AI. Actually, if I pull up a live certificate, you'll see it tells me the exact day and time that I get paid out, and to the exact second. The second that hits, boom, money is immediately there on my account, ready for withdrawal. Okay, so that's just one of the perks of the blockchain. So we've been going over a bunch of numbers. Let me just kind of recap. So 100 USDT to buy the certificate, and then I'd make a deposit into each of the three sectors. Okay, 150 for each of these. So I've invested that 150 3 times. So in total, I'm spending 550 USDT at that point. For that 550 USDT by the end of the 3 years, so that is the last contract, because the real estate one's the longest one for 3 years. At the end of those 3 years, I'm making back 3,202 USDT. So I'm over 500xing my money over that 3-year period. And it's mind-boggling. But again, we're taught and conditioned to be happy with 5% a year on traditional methods, right? Like IRAs and accelerated savings accounts and CDs and all these types of traditional things. So we're conditioned to be happy with your 5%, right? Right. But things like this exist where you're getting a 500x on your money in 3 years, and we're taught that it's too good to be true. So that's why I went into that in the beginning, of just being able to open your mind, because it truly is an incredible thing. And this is how wealth is created. This is how so many millionaires to billionaires were created in this cryptocurrency blockchain world. All right, opportunities like this. So it's amazing. Like I said, you spend that 550 and you're getting over a 500x on your money in 3 years. Now that is just with the tariff certificate. For those of you that say, well, if it only costs 550, I got a little bit more money. What can I do? The tariff certificate, they have all different types of certificates, the lights, the waters. It goes all the way down to your piranha certificate that is 100,000 USDT. All right, now just remember, if you say, well, I want to put in 100,000, you're not going to go buy a piranha certificate, because you still have to load each of the sectors. Certificate is just a key, right? So even if you say I have $1,000, again, you don't want to go buy a water certificate, because once you have that, you still got to put the money into the fintech, renewables, and real estate. So you still have to load that $1,500 here for that certificate. All right. So keeping that in mind, when you guys, let's say you say, all right, great, I want to take advantage of this, get back with Al, Brian, and we'll be able to set something up, sit down one-on-one, tell me the funds that you have, and we can put together a plan specifically for you on how to best maximize these certificates and which ones you should get.
And Paul, you will be available to help guide that as well, right?
Yeah, like I said, we'll all hop on together, and I'll sit down and we'll, hey, this is what I got. What should I do with this $2,000, whatever it is? And we will put together a plan for you, and I'll run over the options. All right, you can do this, you can do this, you can do that. And right, these are the benefits of each of these plans. These are the downfalls. There are really no downfalls. You can't, no matter how you slice it, you know, the certificates are going to pay out. It's really just, are you looking for more money on the front end or the back end? Or so again, we'll go over that plan when you're ready. Okay. If and when you're ready. But like I mentioned earlier, there is a referral side, there's an affiliate side. One of the things that I love about this platform is that whether you're an affiliate or not, the certificates are the certificates. Okay, this is the product. The certificates pay out the same regardless of. It's not one of those, hey, buy your certificate, get your 5 people, and then once you got your 5, it gives you a 10x on your. This isn't that kind of party.
Right? And we're thankful for that.
Exactly. That, because that's one of the things I look for in any opportunity I'm involved in. Don't get me wrong, affiliate programs are amazing. You know, I have a Tesla. Tesla gives me a link and they say, hey, if somebody buys a Tesla from us because you referred them, we'll give you, you know, free charging miles, and they give me all types of bonuses and things like that. Amazon has the same thing. Everything has affiliate links. All right, so I am not in any way, shape, or form against affiliate programs. However, I don't want that to be a requirement for me to make money. I don't want that to be a requirement for my certificates to pay out, right? So that was one of the key things that I looked for, and that was one of the things I liked most about this program. It's just an added bonus. Now, I will say, for those of you getting started, I will recommend 1 month, at least the first month of the affiliate program, and here's why. If you don't have that, this Terra certificate for $100, that is an affiliate perk. So if you're not an affiliate, the smaller certificate you can buy is this light certificate here, which is going to cost you 250 USDT, and the loading of it is $375. All right, so you're going to spend about $1,300 on one certificate just to fill it, as compared to spending $33 for the affiliate upgrade and then popping in here on the Terra certificate for $550. So in total, spend about $600, and we say about $650 to account for the fees of moving the money around, but $650, and then you're able to buy a fully funded Terra certificate versus your minimum of a light certificate if all you're doing is buying certificates. So that's why I say at least your first month, hop in, grab the affiliate package so you can take advantage of the Terra certificate. But you don't have to refer anybody. And again, it pays out the same regardless of if you have a team, network, whatever you want to call it, or not. So that's pretty much, I think I hit all the buttons. Brian, let me know if there's anything that I'm missing or anything that you guys think. And please drop in the chat box if you have any questions. if you're shy in a group setting. So you can reach out to Trade Masters privately, and again, we can get something set up, and I can meet you guys one-on-one. So
Yeah, I promised you guys it would be full of information and it's a lot to take in. I will tell you that my family is involved in this as well. For us, we decided to take a bite at it and see if it works. That's what we did, and so my daughters are in it, my wife's in it, and so we are taking a bite. And the cool thing, and I think you mentioned this, Paul, you can withdraw your weekly payouts right back to your account again. So that's a key. That was a big key thing for me. Because if you do the math, it doesn't take much to figure out that you can recoup whatever you do within a 2 to 3 month period, and you're done, and your principal's back in your hand. If you so choose to reinvest, great. If you don't, now you're working with house money, and that's something that's very, very big in investing, is being able to free your capital to go to another investment. So if you so choose to do it, but again, I like the program of what it's offering. So yeah, I don't see any questions in the chat box. I don't think we missed anything. Again, if you guys have questions, a lot of you guys are probably going, "Well, this just sounds too good to be true." I want to challenge you to write every doubt down, every question that you might have, concern that you might have, and present them to Paul, because Paul will come back, and if he doesn't know it, he'll find the answer, but he will come back with a answer that will most likely overcome your concerns, because this is non-traditional thinking. It is outside the box thinking. It is not what we all are programmed to think how things work. So throw the questions to us and give us an opportunity to answer your questions so you can make an informed decision. I would always encourage, and I tell everybody in our Trade Masters group, never not look at an opportunity. You always will look deeply at an opportunity and then with proper information make a decision. Now, that doesn't mean you're deciding to invest. If you're looking for guarantees, this is not the place you're going to need to go. If you're looking for traditional stuff, this is not the place to come. This is definitely outside the box thinking. But if you just pay attention to our world, you can realize banking and government is changing. And they're not going to tell the masses this immediately. We are going to a digital environment, whether we want to do that or not. It's going to happen. So this is just kind of a proactive way of thinking before you have to react. So that's my take on it as a user of the system that Paul's shared with us today. I thought it was good information to share with the Trade Masters community. And Paul, like I said, he's 24/7. So he welcomes all questions. So again, if you have a question, support at trademasters.com, or you can send me a private message in Telegram. We can schedule a one-on-one or a small group Q&A, whatever will meet your needs quick enough for you to respond with information so you can make a decision, because you never want to just sit on things and not decide one way or the other. So anything else to add, Paul?
No, I think that's about it. Oh, actually, you know what? This is so these are just the new certificates. I know I had brought it up where ours are unchangeable and things like that, but why don't I just put up an old one?
One of ours?
Yeah, ours. One of the ones that we don't get the same payouts on. Okay, so here's a Terra certificate here. All right, so this one is one of my not loaded ones, but still, it's still a Terra certificate. So this is the 250. This is the light certificate. So the one we just looked at. So for that same 250, so the certificate costs $250, which is the same. But for the fintech, you see here, the main load here on the fintech is $250, right? So if I put in, hold on, let's T max. So it's $250 would be the load here on this Terra certificate. Same thing with renewables and real estate. Okay, all these are $250. But you also see here, like for example, the real estate, the promotional bonus, or the not the promotional, sorry, main load bonus. So this is that bonus that on the other certificate you were getting 900. Well, for us, 750. Renewables is 1,000. All right, and on fintech is 875. All right, so again, all of these are 250. However, our bonus loads are a little bit smaller, and you're not getting as much. We still get the 5%. That's the same. 5% for the 52 weeks. Renewables is 4%, and real estate is 3.5%. Right. But again, we're getting 5% of our 250 instead of the 375 like you guys have. You're putting in a little bit more money, but you're getting a little bit more back, and then your promotional, your bonuses are a little bit bigger on the other certificates. But like I said, when they change the rules, the certificates you have are locked in place. So if you're taking advantage of these promotional certificates, even though it's only for the month, whether you load it or not, once you have those certificates locked up, next month when they change it back, yours are safe in place and you get to take advantage of those promotions still. So huge bonus. Just wanted to tell you guys that.
Yeah, it works real well. All right, guys, no questions in the chat box. Again, reach out to us with any deeper questions. We'll be more than happy to answer any concerns that you might have. Paul, thank you so much for your time. And guys, we'll post this up for you guys too for the recording for those who want to watch it later on. And you can rewind it or listen again, or rewind it and listen again, and pick up all the questions for Paul to answer. And again, thank you for your time, Paul. Thank you for your time that everyone showed up to watch the session this afternoon. And we will see you guys really soon. Take care, guys.